Grand Rising, beautiful people. Hope your day is going well. Thank you for joining us. And we first start off with gratitude. We give thanks for a new day, new things, wonderful things. If you joined us yesterday was a very powerful reading. Spirit reminded us that we are definitely in a cycle. Okay. And Spirit is steady speaking. Look at that. Before I even get a chance to ask the question. And sometimes that's how it happens. Ace of Cups. There's an abundance of love coming your way. Abundance of love. Ace of Cups, relating to outpouring, new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness, joy, conception, fertility, pregnancy, celebrations. If y'all remember the message on, I believe it was Sunday, you can go back to the previous video. Spirit also gave us messages about, just this abundance of love and fertility and new things happening, pregnancy. So some of you are definitely going to be conceiving sometime this year. If you're not trying to, have that happen, you're not trying to have a baby, be very careful. But that is the first message that we receive from Spirit before we even start with anything. And what I was about to say before this card came out was just to be in a spirit of gratitude. When a lot of us are waiting for things that we have always wanted, and things that we have, done the spiritual work for to attain, and haven't really seen those things. Those things are definitely coming. And, as we also know, there's no timeline to these things. And for some of you, these messages may resonate. Some of these messages may not resonate. So I ask that you take the message that resonates with you and leave the rest. But yeah, right off the bat, look at that. Ace of Cups, Spirit is speaking new relationships, new love coming, romance, pregnancy, fertility, coming together, with friends and family. And if you recall from the reading from yesterday, we Spirit definitely spoke to us about these new relationships that are happening. And these new relationships are really going to bring a lot of abundance. They're going to bring, they're going to make way for new things, and again, some of you, these new relationships are going to lead to, romance, love, happiness, and a baby. So, that's definitely in the cards. Let's see what else Spirit has for us. What message do you have for us, Spirit? I want to give thanks for those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Yeah, so let's see what else Spirit has for us today. Spirit, what other message do you have for us today, Spirit? What other message do you have for us today? Okay, let's see. All right, we have the Nine of Wands, and this relates to resilience. This is definitely fire energy. The previous card was water energy. It's a lot of fire energy that's been coming out lately. But Nine of Wands relates to resilience. There's ongoing battle, battle weary, fatigue, drained of energy, nearly there, close to success, courage, persistence, perseverance, backbone, learning from past failure, gather your strength, fight your corner, last stand. Yeah, some of you are really you are at the point where you are about to reach your divine abundance, all those things that's been promised to you, and you had to fight, to get there. There's a lot that you had to do, a lot of spiritual work that you had to do to get there. If you notice in the card, The individual is definitely, standing their ground. You can even see that, they've been bruised, with the band-aid on the head, but, guess what? They're still standing. They're still standing. You might be tired. You might have, some days there might be some lack of energy, but you've persevered. You have done the work necessary to get to where you are. And Spirit is definitely saying, keep going, because you are almost there. And oftentimes, Spirit is saying finish line right now. Some of you may actually, resonate with this. Spirit is saying finish line. We are at the finish line, nearly there. And oftentimes it is when you are at that finish line, near the finish line, that you need to push yourself the hardest in order for you to get to that point where you cross and you win. And again, from that message yesterday, we already know, the wheel has turned in our favor and we win. So you definitely win. So that is the second message, the second card that comes out. Let's see what other message Spirit has for us. Okay. The other message that is coming out by way of the Six of Cups, returning to one's roots. And this is also water energy, and it says children, childhood memories, past influences, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, simplicity, childishness, immaturity, sharing gifts, charity, family, support. So all of these things are associated with this card. So you take what resonates with you. But as I'm holding this card, Spirit is saying that, it's important to be around children sometimes. And being around them oftentimes reminds us of that sense of innocence, because especially, as you get older and you've experienced so much chaos and backlash and betrayal, it oftentimes can take that sense of innocence away from us, and in terms of how we make decisions. In Haitian Vodun, children are very powerful. In fact, the spirit that's associated with children, they're called the Marasa. The Marasa are children, very powerful spirits. And the Marasa reminds us of different things. They remind us of the duality of life, to not always be stuck in this, adult energy. Sometimes you need to be playful. Sometimes you need to, think back to your childhood and things that actually made you happy, in order for you to actually cross that finish line. That's what Spirit is actually asking. Don't focus so much on some of the past hurts and betrayals that have happened, because oftentimes those types of energies can block our chakras. We want to be in a state of pureness, a state of, almost like, almost carefreeness, just like children. Because they really, believe it or not, they can pick up on a lot of things. And Spirit is saying, you either need to go back to those types of energies, your childhood energies of innocence and playfulness and, just childhood state. Do that. And also, as much as possible, be around children, observe them, watch them, see how their energies are. Children have a way of definitely, calming the waters, so to speak. And that's one of the things that I'm hearing at this time is, to calm the waters of your life and be around that energy of innocence. And that will definitely help to unblock some of those chakras, some of the defense, that the sense of defensiveness that has come as a result of this can actually, kind of calm the waters a little bit and help you to to remove some of those blockages that will then lead to your Ace of Cups, your sense of love. And also, when you think about it too, when you're receiving love, you definitely don't want to be, so guarded, so defensive all the time, because oftentimes that can block your ability or willingness to accept this new love. Because let's face it, if you've been in this energy where you've had to fight, if new love comes, you're more likely to be very guarded, and a lot of times you won't see it. But that energy of innocence and returning to childhood and just playfulness, go out in nature, run, a little bit, be in touch with your inner child. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, let's see what else, what other message. All right. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, let's see. All right, so okay, so let's, Spirit is definitely speaking. It's a lot of things come out. All right, so the first thing that definitely coming out is, the Hangman. And that is number 12. And it's associated with feeling trapped, confined, self-limiting, uncertain, lack of direction, needing release, letting go, sacrifice, waiting. So this is definitely related to this previous energy that we received, just changing your perspective. This also has to do with changing your perspective. Change your perspective, don't be so guarded to the point where you're blocking your chakras and you're not able to receive the divine abundance and blessings that Spirit has for you. So this is definitely associated with, changing, and releasing all those things that no longer serve you. So change your perspective is what Spirit is saying. Okay, these are all the cards that actually came out. Wow. So, definitely a lot of love. Some of you are definitely, and this is Two of Swords. And the description on here, some of you are dealing with, Libra energy. Some of you are dealing with, trying to make a decision, decisions as it relates to relationships, decisions as it relates to the direction that you ought to be taken. On here, it says stalemate, truce, sitting on the fence, crossroads, difficult decisions, choices, decisions, again, facing your fears. So yeah, this is definitely, saying right now you are at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads where you have gone from this point where you had to basically fight, stand your ground, and be resilient. And now you are in the position where you are getting ready to receive the divine abundance. So there's a lot of decisions that you get to take in order to get to this, and also so much more abundance. So definitely, again, connect to that spirit of, the childhood spirit, the innocence, that sense of letting go, carefreeness. Sometimes, tapping into those and not being so guarded oftentimes helps in the decision-making process. So some of you are here at this point. And part of being at this position, has to do, with, being in this energy of the King of Swords. And I think we received this previously too. This has to do with truth. Some of you have had to actually become, or channel this energy as a result of all the things that you've had to go through. The King of Swords is one that makes head over heart decisions, not very, so basically someone who's very logical, very, focused on, what's in front of them. Structure, routine, intelligence, rational, logical, power, authority, strength, manners, conversation, discerning, detach, head over heart. So this individual is basically, one who, for many of you, you have had to actually uh, get into this energy as a result of all the experiences that you've had. You've become very detached, not really focus on, you know, love so much. And I'm not sure if it's necessarily love, but there's other things involved too. But the King of Swords is definitely one. Um, the King of Swords doesn't play, and you can't put anything past them. And also, if you can see the king, very guarded, with the sword in the hand, the King of Swords, they're not playing. And Spirit is definitely saying that's one of the energies that's being channeled at the moment. But part of, even though that energy is, something that has come as a result of your experiences, this is definitely what's to come. Number 21, which is the world, success, achievement, accomplishment, travel, completion, fulfillment, sense of belonging. Now don't, King of Swords is definitely someone who's successful. They built a life for themselves, from this sense of being logical, making head over heart decisions. But oftentimes that's not always the best way to approach things. And it can oftentimes block your ability to receive, the Ace of Cups, which is love. But Spirit is saying this, with this world card, that you're definitely going to get what it is that is coming towards you, which is this love, this Ace of Cups, which is, the new beginnings. And it's going to be a successful one. It's going to be a successful relationship. Some of you also may be traveling. And Spirit is definitely saying traveling can also help to bring a new perspective, change in scenery being by water, oftentimes help to change those perspectives and help to gain a new sense of clarity regarding, where you are heading in terms of the direction that you're going. But not but and this is what's coming. You're going to have, and this literally is the direction, the position in which the cards took place. This came before this. And what this is telling us is success is going to come. And for many of you, your success is going to come by way of the partnerships. And if you watched yesterday's video, this is actually confirmation of that. That there's going to be a great amount of abundance that comes from this Two of Cups. And Two of Cups is love, and that's what it is. And and it represents different types of love. On here it says partnership, unity, love, compatibility, happy couples, potential soulmates, relationships, harmony, balance, equality, attraction, connection, proposals, engagement, marriage. And some of you are about to be engaged, married, with children. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. And so you definitely have a lot coming your way. But overall, these are the messages that are coming. The overall energy coming from, this. And of course, this is the first one that came, right? New beginnings, new relationships coming. And how are they going to come? They're going to come by channeling your inner childhood. Definitely being aware of this King of Swords energy, this, being guarded types of energy. Also, your ability to make decisions is going to be influenced, by, tapping into, those childhood innocent experiences. But you definitely see that you've gone through a lot. You've had to build a sense of resilience, being guarded as a result of those experiences. But Spirit is saying, those things are definitely changing. And how do we know? You're going to have a change in perspective. And this change in perspective is going to bring success, a lot of achievement, fulfillment. And many of you, this sense of fulfillment and achievement is going to come. Some of you, it's going to be on your own, but for many of you, I'm sensing that it's definitely coming from a partnership that is coming your way. So again, these confirmations are coming. These partnerships are definitely coming. So, yeah, that's your message. And if this message resonates with you, like, comment, and share and subscribe. Until next time.